Good evening, I'm Ava. Tonight our focus turns to the Indiana Fever and the powerful display of unity between teammates during a moment of adversity. Rookie superstar Caitlin Clark has shown her support for fellow guard Sophie Cunningham after Cunningham was ruled out for the rest of the WNBA season with a devastating knee injury. The story is not just about the physical toll of professional basketball, but also about the human side of the game and the importance of compassion and solidarity when challenges strike. The incident occurred during the Fever's recent game against the Connecticut Sun. With just over 3 minutes left in overtime, Sophie Cunningham collided with Connecticut guard Bria Hartley while contesting a rebound. She immediately went down clutching her right knee and was unable to walk off the floor without assistance. The sight was a gut-wrenching one for teammates and fans alike. Cunningham has long been known for her toughness, energy, and willingness to play through pain, but it was evident in that moment that this injury was different. A few days later, medical tests confirmed what many feared. The Indiana Fever announced that Sophie Cunningham had torn the medial collateral ligament in her right knee and would miss the remainder of the 2025 WNBA season. For Cunningham, who is playing her first year with Indiana after 6 seasons with the Phoenix Mercury, the injury was a crushing blow. She had begun carving out a significant role in the Fever's rotation, averaging nearly 9 points per game along with strong rebounding numbers and her trademark defensive grit. Beyond statistics, Cunningham's fiery leadership and infectious personality had quickly made her a favorite among fans in Indianapolis and an anchor in the Fever locker room. Caitlin Clark, herself sidelined with a groin injury that has kept her out of action for several weeks, was quick to reach out publicly. On her Instagram story, Clark reposted the Fever's injury announcement for Cunningham and added a short but powerful message: "Love you always, sophomore." Those 4 words captured not just sympathy, but the genuine bond between teammates who have shared the highs and lows of a grueling season. For Clark, who has been under intense media scrutiny since joining the WNBA, the gesture showed the side of her that fans and teammates most often talk about away from the cameras: her empathy, her loyalty, and her care for those around her. Clark's support struck a chord with fans, who flooded social media with messages of encouragement for both players. Many noted that while the season has been filled with unprecedented attention on Clark's scoring and star power, this quieter moment of compassion may be equally important in shaping her reputation as a leader. For Cunningham, who faces a long rehabilitation process, knowing that she has the backing of her teammates, including the Fever's most high-profile star, will be an invaluable source of motivation as she begins recovery. The injury, however, has left the Fever in a difficult position on the court. Cunningham's absence adds to an already troubling list of backcourt injuries. Guards Ari McDonald and Sydney Colson were both previously ruled out for the year, and Clark remains unavailable while she rehabs her groin injury. To compensate, the Fever front office signed veteran guard Shea Petty on a 7A hardship contract, releasing rookie Kyra Lambert to clear roster space. Petty, known for her defensive toughness and championship experience with the Phoenix Mercury, provides immediate depth, but the string of injuries has undeniably tested the Fever's depth and chemistry. Even as the team shuffles its roster, the impact of Cunningham's injury resonates far beyond tactical considerations. She has been a vocal presence in the locker room, a mentor to younger players, and a relentless competitor on the floor. Her family, too, has been outspoken in the aftermath. Following the injury, Cunningham's sister defended her online from negative fan commentary, sparking heated exchanges that Sophie herself addressed. In her response, she displayed both humor and resolve, brushing aside the negativity and assuring fans that her family's passion comes from love and loyalty. Despite the setback, Cunningham has tried to maintain an optimistic outlook. On her podcast earlier this week, she reflected on the diagnosis and noted that while any season-ending injury is devastating, a torn MCL is in many ways a best-case scenario compared to more severe ligament damage. She expressed gratitude for the outpouring of support from teammates, fans, and especially Clark, and said she was determined to attack her rehabilitation with the same intensity she brings to the court. Caitlin Clark's show of support comes at a crucial time for the Fever's morale. Indiana entered the season with high expectations, fueled by Clark's arrival and the development of a young core that includes Aaliyah Boston, Nalissa Smith, and Lexi Hull. While the team has had flashes of brilliance, injuries have repeatedly disrupted momentum. Still, as head coach Stephanie White has emphasized, the group remains resilient and focused on making a playoff push despite the adversity. For Clark, her current role as a supporter from the sidelines has been an adjustment. Known for her relentless competitiveness and game-changing scoring ability, she has had to shift her energy toward encouragement, mentorship, and emotional leadership while she recovers physically. Her words for Cunningham were brief, but in many ways, they embodied that leadership. It is not just about what she brings with points and assists, but about the care she shows for her teammates when they need it most. The story of Clark and Cunningham is a reminder of the human dimension of professional sports. Behind the highlight reels and box scores are individuals dealing with pain, setbacks, and the emotional challenges that come with careers built on physical performance. Injuries like Cunningham's are not just temporary interruptions. They are life-altering events that demand resilience, patience, and an unwavering support system. Clark's message symbolized that system in action, a reminder that even in the most competitive environments, compassion is as vital as competition. Looking ahead, the Fever face a challenging road. At 19-16, they remain in the playoff race, but every game carries greater weight with such a depleted roster. Cunningham's absence will force others to step up, and Clark's potential return later this season could provide both a tactical boost and an emotional lift. But regardless of standings and results, the moment between Clark and Cunningham will linger as a defining snapshot of this season, a moment when teammates showed what it truly means to be there for one another. In conclusion, Sophie Cunningham's season may be over, but her impact on the Indiana Fever is not. Her toughness, her voice, and her example will continue to shape the team as she begins the long road to recovery. And Caitlin Clark's words, simple yet profound, reflect the spirit of solidarity that binds teammates in ways the scoreboard never could. In the story of this season, that bond may ultimately be remembered as much as the victories and defeats. This is Ava, reporting for WNBA Trending.